Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. A little while back, I posted some videos on the new Xbox Series X. I can link to them down below if you missed them, and Microsoft actually sent me that Series X early, so that is the console that I've been using. However, I did also purchase the Series S, which I have right here. And realistically, since I've been using that Series X, I don't need two consoles, so stay tuned for later on in the video if you catch my drift. Anyways, we're going to unbox the new Series S, see what comes in the box, check out the design, maybe throw it up next to the Series X and compare the sizes. I also want to dive into a couple games, maybe check out Quick Resume on the Series S. Also, keep in mind that there are differences between the X and the S, aside from the $200 price difference, some feature differences, design changes, so we'll dive into some of those as well. Let's get started with the unboxing of the new Xbox Series S. And here is the new Series S with the white controller. We'll show that off compared to the black one in just a second. Now, if we flip it over on the side here, you can take a look at some of the useful features. You have up to 120 frames per second gaming, 512 gig solid state drive instead of the terabyte drive the Series X has, variable refresh rate, HDR, and disc-free gaming. So there is no disc drive in the Series S. Opening up the box of the Xbox, let's take a look what we get inside. Power your dreams. Wow, this is actually much smaller than I was expecting. Setting it to the side, you have information on setting up your Xbox and controller, standard booklet, and your power cable, and this is it. There is no brick needed, and then you also get the included HDMI to HDMI cable. And here's a look at the new controller, the same one that comes with the Series X, however, a white color. It also does come with two AA batteries. I would recommend investing in rechargeable AA batteries. That's the method I've been using for years, and it has worked out very well. You'll see USB-C charging port, a lot more texture on the back than the previous model controllers, an updated look at the D-pad, and a dedicated share button in the middle. We'll compare the controllers in just a second, but let's take a look at the Series S console from Microsoft, taking it out of the packaging, sliding it on out. Here it is. It is not only very small, but also really light. I'm still kind of blown away at how small the Series S actually is. Taking a close look on the front side of the console, you have a USB Type-A slot, your button to connect controllers, and then moving along on the right side is that power button. One thing I want to make note of is here is this right side. There are no grips on this side, but when you go to the left side, there are 4 grips on the corner, so if you do want to use it vertically, you can. I guess Microsoft just recommends that you put it on this side if you do want to put it vertically, because down at the bottom are also 4 grips if you are using it horizontally. On the bottom, Xbox is etched in with a line going over to Hello from Seattle, where Microsoft's headquarters is. And then let's flip it over and take a closer look up at the top. This is the ventilation that it does have. It's just a black circle, and if you look at a certain angle, you can kind of see the fan that will blow the air out towards the top. And then in the back left corner towards the top, you do have etched in Xbox and the logo. On the back, you have your Ethernet port, which I recommend using over Wi-Fi if possible for a more stable connection, 2 USB Type-A slots, an HDMI out slot, and a big one, your storage expansion slot, which, keep in mind this has 500 gigs of storage. I would take a look at all the games you plan on playing, especially if you have Xbox Game Pass, and see if you need more than 500 gigabytes because the current card costs, I believe, $220 for 1 terabyte of expansion, which of course puts this console over $500 then. You will have 500 gigs more storage than the Series X, but just kind of keep in mind that there's a chance that you might have to buy expandable storage if 500 gig isn't enough, and then you have your port for power. And just for a quick look, this is the console horizontally. However, if you do want to go ahead and put it vertically, you can. It is a very small console, especially in comparison with the Series X. Let's get a size comparison going. As you can tell, a definite size difference. There is also a weight difference. The depth of them is just about the same. However, the height and width are different. You can really notice the difference when you have them both horizontally, how much thicker the Series X actually is. And finally, just to look at the back so you can see the different port locations between the two consoles. Both do have that storage expansion. And here's a quick look at the two controllers. The black one comes with the Series X, the white one comes with the Series S to match the console. No difference in terms of texture, functionality, anything like that, just simply a color difference between the two. And like I said, the back does have a little bit more texture and the triggers compared to previous generations of the controllers. Now, I really don't need two Xboxes. All right, and as I mentioned earlier on in this video, I do not need two consoles, and I did buy this Series S, and I'd like to give it away to one of you guys. I've really appreciated all of the support you have given the YouTube channel throughout the year in general. This has been a great year for the channel. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I know I personally have really enjoyed creating it and would like to continue to do so. But anyways, I want to give back to you guys just as a little thank you for all of the support that you guys have given. I'm giving away this Xbox Series S. Now, if you are interested in entering to win, you have to click the link in the description. It will go through Gleam because Gleam will handle the selection of the winner and all of that good stuff. And just go through, there's ways you can get extra entries if you want to follow me on various social media, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. So again, thank you so much for all the support you guys have given. Again, just click the link down below if you're interested in winning this. All right, we've got our Series S all set up. Now I'm gonna grab the controller, press and hold the power button, and see if it turns on right away. It did, so I didn't even have to connect the controller. It must have somehow already been connected. It is booting it on. Let's check out that new boot animation. Now to configure it, you can get the Xbox app or just do it through the console. However, it is, in my opinion, just easier to do it through the app. So just press Setup Console and type in that code. All right, connected to your console, we're all ready to go with the setup process. Choose your language and location and get it connected to the internet. Once you're online, you can skip through. It looks like there is an update for your Series S, but while it updates on the TV, let's go ahead and choose a couple options. First of all, you can do batteries, energy saving, or instant on, which I definitely prefer with the faster startup. Or of course, you can save some energy if you need to. And setting through, keep your games and apps up to date. I'm going to do that. And you can turn on remote features so you can install remotely to your console, use Xbox Remote Play, and turn on and control your console. I'm going to turn that on for now. Now let's sign into our Xbox profile. You have a few sign-in options with no barriers, ask for passkey, or lock it down. I'm just going to do no barriers for the time being. And do you want to automatically be signed in when you turn on your Xbox? Yes, I do. Again, this will change depending on the household you're in. Feel free to name your Xbox anything that you would like. Continue through. And do you want to keep in touch with Microsoft? It also prompts you to install specific apps, not necessarily games on your console. So you can go through, install Netflix, Spotify, Twitch, all those good apps, YouTube, of course. I'm gonna skip this for now. And finally, copy your settings. So I do have a couple Xboxes on my account. Obviously, this Xbox being the Series X up towards the top. If I'd like to copy settings, or you can hit Start Fresh, which I'm going to do, and essentially just start up as a fresh console. It's not going to restore any of the games or anything. You'll have to manually install things. Will this be used by kids? No, it will not. And you'll notice it is still going through the update process, but within the app, you can do specific things. You can jump back into games. You can install different games onto your console, depending on the settings that you actually selected. So if we did want to install, you can download or launch on your console. It's probably finding my Series X right now for launching. Now, one of the first games I opened is Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and after opening it, it even prompts and says 120 frames per second support detected, which the Series S does support. You can also toggle between super sampled options. So if we do dive into options and go to display, currently you can switch between 4K at 60, 1080 at 120. On the Series S, it's a little bit different on the Series X. You do get a little bit higher super sampled 6K 60 frames per second option. And you also can play 4K at 120 frames a second. So again, you'll notice the graphical difference between the two in specific games. Pretty neat. It transferred the progress that I have from the Series X to the Series S, so it did kind of sync over between consoles, which I'm actually pretty happy. Now let's do a quick test of quick resume. So I have a couple games installed. So you'll see here we are now playing this game, and it's doing a cutscene like so. We're fighting this boss. Now what if I press the middle button right in the middle of that cutscene? And let's switch games over to maybe PGA 2K21. All right, so I loaded up a tournament in this golf game. Let's just hit a couple shots and then dive back into that other game to test the quick resume. And here we go, just hit a shot there. Let's hit one more approach shot onto the green. Just quickly running through. Let's see if I can make it on the green. And we did. So we're on the green now. All right, and why not? Let's try and make our birdie putt. Ooh, just missed. All right, now in between that game, let's go back into where we were in Ori. And within this game, we should be, that boss was diving right at us. And this is one of the coolest things is it's paused right here. And quick resume allows you to just jump right back into that scene, and you'll see it's right where it was. And that's just kind of how it works with quick resume. Oh, whoops, I'm kind of not helping myself out here. All right, so I died there, but I'm not really paying attention. But you kind of get the point of quick resume. Let me pause this so I don't just keep dying. But it really awesome. And then actually, let's do one more test. Let's jump back. I believe this game got updated with quick resume, if I'm not mistaken. It did dive into a loading screen here, but I do think it has quick resume, and it does. And it will quick resume right where we were in this tournament, and we can make the putt. And overall, that's everything I want to talk about with the Xbox Series S for now. That would be my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Again, go enter in that giveaway. I can link to it down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.